All right, so tonight I wanted to just kind of start talking about new program launch. Depending, I don't know how long you guys, Tina and Robert, have been. You're pretty new, right? So, well, you've been through 9-week control freak. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the importance of when we have a new program launching and kind of why I go all in with it and why I would highly suggest that you do too for a lot of different reasons. So, first, it's okay if you didn't, but if you had time to watch either the Dare to Dream, the first call they did, just about like the pricing and details of the new program, or if you even know what new program I'm talking about, Richard. So the new program that's coming out is called Let's Get Up. It's by Shaun T. And Dare to Dream, like I will not do an info call like that. You can go watch that one. It's great. It has everything you need to know. But that is the kind of stuff that I used to ignore. So I kind of wanted to talk about this more from the perspective of when Heidi was a new coach and I just was like, I don't need to do that, and that kind of thing. Yeah, so that program's coming out and I'll kind of just run these dates through. But again, all of that is in that call. You can take pictures of it. You can take notes down. That's what I did. She went through it pretty quickly, but you can always pause it since it's a recording. But then the second day, they actually had a call with Shaun T. And it honestly pumped me up. Like he didn't say really pricing and stuff like that, but he talked a lot about the creation of the program and stuff like that. So I used to ignore all of this stuff. And I highly suggest that you take time to hit play. I listened to the Shaun T one while I cooked dinner and swept the floor. You can get other things done and kind of listen to it at the same time. But it really pumped me up because it is kind of a dancing program, but he goes into it why you should not be, worried or deterred from that if you're not a dancer, because I'm not, Jessica's not, a lot of us are not. But he explains how he incorporates all kinds of other things into that. So that's all I'm really going to say about the program so much. So please go listen to both of those if you haven't already. And like the Dare to Dream one from Monday, it's more of a, you probably will need to like not be just sweeping the floor. Like you'll probably need to take notes or whatever. All of that information is also in the FAQ, like if you go search it. But okay, so when I was a new coach and really even, I don't know, not new, every launch, I'm always like, I'm so cheap. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, they're going to make me pay for, early access and I'm a coach and blah, blah, blah. So I would get mad every time a new one come out. Like, they're just trying to get my money. They're just selling stuff. I'll be honest that I said that. And to an extent, maybe they are. Like, they're running a business just like we're trying to run a business, right? But what I realized was, so I would always like very last minute decide I'm going to do the new program, right? So very last minute, then I would start sharing about it and I would start telling people about it and inviting to it. And I would get people going in it. But I see now that had I have started, when they actually started sending the information out, I could have helped a lot more people. And the first program that I finally went all in, promoted like crazy, was Morning Meltdown. When that came out, that was like almost 2 summers ago now. I don't remember. And I was like so excited about it. And I talked about it all the time, like long before it came out. And because of that, at that time, I think I had like my highest paychecks for the month. I had the most people sign up for that time in my coaching, whatever. And I was like, oh, there really is something to this. So my advice for you is, for one, to not ignore, even though it seems annoying and like, whoa, everyone's talking about it. It's not even out yet. So don't ignore that stuff because, for one, you hear this all the time, but success leaves clues. So if Jessica's doing it, you guys, she has 7 business centers. She's been a millionaire for years. Like, if she's doing this, then I'm going to do it too, right? And so I also used to get really skeptical, for instance, when Bar Blend came out. I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not a ballerina, and that is not my style. At the time, I like really loved hardcore, you know, like Shaun T and The Work. So I'm not going to do that one. And then guess what? Last minute, I did Bar Blend. And so don't discount it because you don't think it's going to be your style, which is what I'm telling myself for the Shaun T one. But as a leader, as a business owner, as someone who just wants to help people, maybe this program could really help a certain type of person that maybe wouldn't normally sign up for Insanity or for Bar Blend or for 10 rounds, you know? So they make these different styles because we have different people and different personalities. And so, Brianna, get ready to do his. Yeah, but okay, if you listen to that video, he's going to call you out and he's going to say, if you know how to sing the ABCs, then you have rhythm. So there's a lot in that he will explain. And like, it got me really excited yesterday, and I really wasn't excited about the program. Okay, so why go all in for a new launch? And I've hopefully kind of set the stage for that already. But for one, what I've learned is it's really fun. So if for no other reason, just start talking your heart out about it because it's fun. Even Control Freak, this last one, again, Autumn isn't my favorite. I started doing all the same things. I'm not going to do that one. But this time, I knew, like I said a minute ago, I knew that a lot of people really love Autumn and her programs get results. And so if there's a certain type of person that would be interested in that, so sometimes I do a workout program solely because I'm a coach and I am doing it with these people. Sometimes I don't enjoy it. 10 rounds was not my favorite, but I did it start to finish because I had other people that signed up to do it too. So you might disagree with that. That's okay, but that's just where I'm at, what I've learned. So first of all, it's fun. And then the other thing that I've realized is, well, it draws a lot of attention. It usually piques people's interest because it's something new. It's something new that you're talking about. Like, you know, I don't know if some of you are really new, but I know for me, some days I'm like, what do I say with this sweaty selfie? Because they've been watching me for 3 years put up sweaty selfies. And, you know, so sometimes just having that new excitement for something fresh to talk about piques people's interest. I remember when Transform 20 came out and it was using a step and like, you know, like this new equipment, this big thing. And a lot of people were like, oh, like, what's that? And so it gets eyes on you that maybe normally tune you out. And then the other thing is it's something new to invite to. So a lot of times I have no problem inviting to one of these new programs or something, because it's like, I mean, not that our bod groups are not real, but you know, they're kind of ongoing. Like, so in our minds, we know that it's not like new. So to have this new thing to invite to, I'm just super excited. You know, my energy's high and I'm just sending it to everyone because why would they want to miss this? Okay. And then the next reason is that it helps a lot of new customers coming in, new coaches coming in, but it also helps a lot of your existing customers to get started again. And now this is another thing you can learn from me, because I used to feel bad and feel guilty to ask my existing challengers if they wanted to do this new program. Now I send them all an invite. I'm like, hey, did you see this is coming out? Because here's why. A lot of people fall off. I don't like using the word wagon, but they just fall off. They drift away. Life happens, right? And for whatever reason, and a lot of times these new launches are what bring them back out of that and get them started again. So if it can help one of them, why would I not tell them about it? And then a lot of times I've also had where I didn't share my heart out about it. And then a month later, they're like, what's this new program? I'm like, oh, well, you have to pay extra for it. You know, and I'm not selling it. I'm not helping them. I should have told them about it sooner because now they're sad that they're not in the group. So don't discount that either. Because I've seen it work over and over and really be that kind of new starting point. And we all need that. Like we all need something fresh sometimes. And yeah, so it has helped a lot of people, that some of them that I hadn't seen, you know, for a year or something, they're like, I want to do that. And then it's just what they need to pull them out of that and get going again. So it truly helps them, and let them decide if they want to pay for it or not. Don't feel bad about it. It's their choice. It's not a secret, you know? And then as far as like actually helping our business, it's going to boost your income and your volume. So a lot of those existing customers, and I didn't know this for a while either, but a lot of those, if they, you know, especially if they are coaches already, they will, if they order it, you don't get their commission for it, but it's going to boost your volume, which if you're Emerald or higher, that's going to boost your bonus cycle pay, because you'll be cycling more because you have more volume. That's all you need to know about it. It's kind of confusing, but that was something I learned, and there's a lot to do with volume, especially as you rank advanced higher. You need those points for your elite points and all this. So just know that it boosts your volume, and then of course it boosts your income if you're getting new customers in, and it's going to help you with Success Club and all those other things that go with it. And then well, I guess that's kind of two things, but it creates the momentum in your business sometimes. So if you feel like you're stagnant, if you feel like you're, you know, kind of like in a slump, or depending on where you're at, it can be that fresh start for your business, just like it could be that fresh start for one of your challengers, if that makes sense, you know? And you can kind of get this big influx of people. Because I know I've had months where, you know, I didn't sign up a lot of people, and like my mindset goes low, and I don't have that energy. And it's just, there's so much more energy and excitement when a lot of people you're bringing a lot of people in, you know, and because you're helping them and they're excited. And so then you're excited and you want to help more people. So it creates that momentum. And then lastly, I really think now, I didn't 2 or 3 years ago, but I really think Beachbody gives us these opportunities. Like they set that early VIP access so that we can create like this opportunity for our business and to bring people in. Because if you've heard of the word FOMO, fear of missing out, people really do have that. And so if we're promoting and we're saying this is launching on this day, there are going to be people that they don't want to miss it. And of course, we know that we could do as many blog groups of this over and over as we want. But having that set date and having something like that thousands and thousands and thousands of people across the country are going to be starting all together, like that's a huge opportunity, huge excitement to bring people in that otherwise sometimes would be like wishy-washy or not wanting to commit for whatever reason. So that is why I go all in for new launches now, no matter what, I should say that. And I will be doing this one because, like I said, like I now take it seriously. It's my business, and this will help other people that it might not be my favorite, or it might, just like Barb Lind was. I did not want to do it, and now I've done that program like 4 times. I've gotten great results with it, so you never know until you try it. So then I just kind of want to jump into, this might actually be kind of a shorter call, how to go about talking about it and, you know, kind of marketing it now, is that we can start maybe posting a little picture, or I don't know, I haven't really looked, to be honest, yet to see what's in the coach office. But even if you're on, Randy, I don't think I've told you this yet, but if you're on the champions page, there's a Beachbody champions page. You can probably type and find it. There's always stuff, you know, like promo pictures and things like that. I would not suggest posting that in your bio or in your profile, but I think it would be okay to let it be kind of a little, like a little teaser or whatever for your stories or something like that. So we, you know, and maybe today is a little bit soon, but like starting next week, it's only going to be, you know, a couple weeks away. And so we're going to want to say, like, have you ever heard of Shaun T? Anyone heard of Insanity? Like you could put a poll on your story, like, have you ever, a lot of people have done Insanity and then they quit because they thought that all the programs were that hard. So there are ways that we can kind of start talking about it without totally just like blabbing about the entire program, you know, and saying all of that, but just kind of give little teasers so people are like, oh, what's she talking about? And then once there's going to be a sample workout link, and I don't know, like Tina and Robert, I don't know if you guys have been here since we've had a program with that. 9-Week Control Freak actually didn't have a sample workout at first, just because you had to have the equipment, but a lot of our other newer ones have. So what I've made a habit of doing for these new launches when it has a sample link, oh, and side note, it's coming out April 11th. And again, that's all in the info video, but that's kind of like a key date. I don't even know what day that is. Is that a Monday? I feel like it should be. We can look in a minute. But that sample link will go live. I guarantee you, like, we'll all be posting it in all the team pages, but you'll also have access to it on your own BOD account, like in your BOD library. It'll say coming soon, try the sample, something like that. The other place that you can access it, if you don't for some reason see any of us post it in one of the team pages, is it will be in the coach office. I think it should be in Grow My Business. That would be where you click first, Grow My Business, and then Shareable Media or Product Tools and Shareable Media or something like that. And it should be in there. And you'll be able to just click copy. And what I do to make this easy for me is that I will make, when a new program comes out, I'm going to make a notes section in my phone, you know, like the notes app. I use that for everything. I keep like the total solution video in there. I keep all kinds of things in there that I need to remember. So for this one, I'm going to create a page in there. Let's Get Up. And then I'm going to be typing out all of the prices. I'm going to go back to Jessica's video, or I actually just took pictures, and I'm going to write those things out. I'm going to save the sample workout link in there. And then I'll probably also, if there's a promo video, I think there will be one to come out. I don't know if there's one out just yet. I should have looked at that, but I don't think there is quite yet because Jessica didn't mention it either. But I will save that link in there too, okay? Once it's all in there, then I have like super fast access for when we do start inviting. So, okay, I kind of got off on a trail there, but for the sample workout link, I will start sending invites just to try the sample. Okay, like and I count it as invites. I don't know if other coaches do that, but it has helped a lot because for one, you're giving some free value because it's a free workout and they can try it and they can have fun. And so I will probably, like, maybe the night before, I would start posting that. So if it's a Sunday, I'll just really talk about the program, really explain what I've learned about it so far, what I know, and then be like, the sample workout's coming out tomorrow. You can put a poll. Now, that being said, do you know how many people ever answer my polls? Like, usually 0. If someone clicks on it, it's usually an accident. I still put the poll up because you never know. But what I'll do is I'll go the next day and see who has viewed that, and I will still send them an invite. Even if they didn't click the poll, that's okay. I send them an invite and I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for watching my story. Do you want to try that sample workout? It's just a free video link. We don't need your email or anything like that. I'll say something like that. Boom, it's an invite. And then make sure that you have kind of a system so that if they do, if they do want the sample, then you keep track of, maybe just make a list who has a sample workout and then go, follow up with them in a week and be like, did you try it? Did you like it? And oh, sorry, this is another side note. Sometimes I've posted it like, I need feedback for this new program that hasn't launched yet. So sometimes I'll post it like that and it gets people to try it because they think that, like, we don't need the feedback really. It's not really a trick though, because it's nice. Like some people don't like it and they're like, I think it was too fast or whatever. But it gets a lot of people going, how do I do this? Like, I want in, And so those are the people that we're obviously doing this for. Okay. think I covered all of that. I said educate yourself on the details. Again, it's in that video, it's in FAQ. This is the stuff I didn't do when I was a newer coach. It's not, you don't have to have it memorized. Just go put it somewhere on a piece of paper in the notes in your phone. The notes in your phone is the fastest because you might be at the grocery store when someone wants a sample link or whatever. And then you can just copy and paste. And you could even, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but you know, you could even have that short invite script in there so that you can copy and paste it. And if they say yes, then send the link or whatever. And then same with the promo videos. Sometimes it depends how long it is because I don't know yet. Sometimes I screen record that and then crop it out so it doesn't look like I screen recorded it, and I'll put some of that on my stories so they can see it without, again, like having to send another link and then they maybe forget to watch it or whatever. Some of this you guys can just honestly, once we get there, you can like see my stories and see what I'm doing. But I'm just kind of like, I know I'm just sort of like blurting a lot of stuff out, but okay. The final thing, and then I'm actually finished, unless there's questions, is that the Dare to Dream, if you don't have your own bod group, so we will have our own bod group, but like Tina and Robert are on a different team. So I don't know like what Savannah and Teray are doing or whatever, or if you have your own group set up, whatever. But if you don't and you like need somewhere, Dare to Dream, she will be having a team-wide Facebook group, I think. I think she did that with 9-Week Control Freak too. I haven't participated in those because I just make my own and we kind of just do it. But she will be, so kind of just pay attention and Dare to Dream for whatever she says about that when it comes. The other thing is that every new launch, she does a team-wide info page group. So you could also do that if you're like, if this is like totally overwhelming you and you don't want to have all the facts in your phone or whatever, that kind of a group is perfect because it's kind of like our coaching sneak peek, or if you were with us when we did a flash sale, you just invite the person. If they say, yes, I want more information, you can just pop them in that group. And then Jessica and some of the top coaches will be posting every day about it. And then I think how it works is they just kind of eventually, if someone wants to, they either message you or they end up commenting on something. I think eventually they even post like the challenge packs and different ones that they can get started with. So there's plenty of options if you feel lost, if you feel overwhelmed. Don't let it stress you out. I probably just did, but I just want to tell you all the things I've learned. But and if you like forget all of this, just message me and I can hook you up again. But as far as our bod groups, like for Team Radiance, I just decided this last night. So the coach launch will be April 19th. So any existing, or if they sign up as a new coach, they will be able to purchase this VIP early access on April 19th, which is a Monday. So I thought I'd give people a week, and then we would start our first group on April 26th, which is the next Monday. And mostly like, well, when Brianna watches this and Randy, this kind of like applies to us more, but yeah, I thought that will give, because we have a lot of like discount coaches in our group who will do this. I already know. So they will be ready. And then sometimes it promotes people to enroll as a coach because they want it, like they have that FOMO and they don't want to miss out. Now, that being said, I thought it's only a 30-day, it's only 4 weeks. So I thought after that first one's over, we'll start another one, which I think put us at May 24th. So you don't have to like remember that or anything. It's mostly for me and planning, but just kind of know that we will run another one for people who really don't want to be a coach and sign up. Then the customer, because the customer date is May 3rd. So that gives you all month of May to start, to be really sharing it for a customer base. And again, like hopefully this wasn't too overwhelming, but this is just, I did not plan. I didn't do anything prepared or planned, and so it's really amazing that I got anything accomplished. But now I know. And now I'll plan and I'll teach you to plan. And then it really isn't so overwhelming when you just have a little calendar and jot some of those dates down. So okay, if there's any questions, you can just unmute yourself. And if not, I'm actually going to grab a picture. Oh, I'm sad that we missed Brianna.